Going to go dangerously across goal, but it does get there. Hutchison nearly intercepted. And Long has the ball now. Almost traditional fullback. Good kick in. Finds Connor Long now. So I'm not quite sure who it was that kicked that, because Connor Long's got the ball now. Just coming outside 50. He'll head up to the wing. Trying to be precise. Finds Kelly. Can't control the ball. Comes to ground. Kelly tries to clean up. Pack forms. They dive on it. Long dives on the top again. Umpire will have no choice but to ball it up right on the 50-metre arc. Out of side forward flank for North Geelong. Up goes the ball. Miller in front position, brings it to ground to Fitzsimmons. He gets a rough kick away, and that will probably find the boundary line. Safety, it does. Forward pocket just around from the point post. Out of side here at West Oval, and it is getting dark. It is getting cold. Nearly 4 minutes gone.
So umpire with the ball in the forward pocket, throws it back in. Miller get there, picked up there. Quick kick by Hutchison to the top of the goal square, and going back, Donaldson takes him off for Geelong West. So steadies himself. As a player straight down the ground, it's Cogger. Found that man at centre half back. He goes back to Donaldson. So their skills have been good to get to this position. Now on the half back line, goes towards centre wing. Good kick towards Dan. Dan's up in front, takes the mark. Handball goes outside to Long. And, sorry, Luke Malcolm it was, and it's missed the target, and it goes over the boundary line.
A lot of frustration on Nick Washington's face then.
So on centre wing, the balls will be thrown back in. Gregorio, as we said, has done all the ruck work for Geelong West, and will do that for most of the day. Sims tries to get the ball out the back door, picked up there. Matheson puts the ball down. Miller goes after it. White was with him. Picked up by Fitzsimmons. Tries to run away. Went one way, then back on the left foot. Kicks back into the half-forward line. Target, Eels, over the back. Good spoil from behind. West with the numbers now. Ball handballs over the top. Sam Clark, good read. Picks the ball up. Goes back inside to Matheson. Didn't quite hit the target. Puts his head over the ball. Comes up with it. Needs to get boot to ball. Can't get his foot to it, but it's pushed through to Eels. Now on towards Hardman. Hardman goes towards Pittman. And we'll call it a good kick. Maybe a bit of luck involved in it, but Pittman has taken the ball.
I think Dan's been hurt. I'll have the wind knocked out of him.
So Jamie Pittman yet to trouble the scoreman today, but he has played well and presented well at centre forward, like he has been doing. And he has been finishing his work of late. So Jamie Pittman with a chance to kick the first score of the third quarter. 6 goals, 8 currently North Geelong. He comes in. Nice looking kick off the boot. The umpire does not move. Jamie Pittman has his first goal of the afternoon. As we said, the 7th goal now to North Geelong. 7-8-50. They lead the home side Geelong West on 3-6-24. We've gone 5, nearly 6 minutes, third quarter, the Granny Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Well, they've kicked the goal right at the precise moment in time where I've just finished my lunch, so I haven't had to worry about it for the first few minutes.
Is that what that noise was in the head cans?
Must have been, but unfortunately, it's probably the goal that you think, I don't think West can win this. And even up until now, you think they're behind the 8 ball, but 1 or 2, they're back in it. I think that goal might have just said, unless they do something really, really out of the ordinary, I just think they're going to sit behind them all day.
The ball, good kick from Pittman. It went over the back.
And I didn't get enough. I'm an idiot.
You didn't get enough.
No. You should have
the only problem is you couldn't carry anymore.
Should get one of their big trays, mate.
Yeah.
That was the length. I was saying the same thing to Andrew coming back.
Up we go. Hollians versus Gregorio. He gets the ball down. Gregorio off the ground by White. Went to, but Donaldson, Bradshaw should have taken the mark, but didn't. Goes out wide now, and it'll be de Blasio leading in the race for the ball, but the boundary line will be the winner. And a ball in will ensue. Geelong West, half forward line, just around the 5th round from the 50-metre arc. So ball back into play. Hollians works his body forward, gets it, comes to Fitzsimmons. He's pulled off the ball, comes around the back. Gregorio does the hard work. Can't get the kick away though. Pack forms just inside the 50-metre arc. Comes off hands. Oh, good pick up. Probably a throw there. Parker comes out with the ball. He's tackled strongly by Sims. Umpire blows the whistle. Oh, gee, I didn't know he had an opportunity. And Sims is going to get the free for Luke Parker. Failed to dispossess correctly. And Sims will have a kick about probably 35 metres directly in front. Needs to put this one back right through the middle. Otherwise, the job is right in front of West. Kicks through the ball. That's not even going to make the distance. It's gone wide. Over the top flying was Denham. He couldn't bring the ball to ground. Comes off hands there. Malcolm. He can't get the ball away. Dribbles out to the outer side of the ground there, and it'll be Johnson Johnson and Hollians wrestling with the ball. Hollians does well, keeps the ball in play. But the boundary umpire is right there and said, not in play now. Give it to me, and we will ball it back in.
So we're on the half-forward flank. Geelong West with an opportunity. Don't know whether there's much of a breeze out there, but that ball will hold up in it. And it's Gregorio doing the ruck work, gets to the front of the contest. Numbers with North Geelong around it. They fed the ball out, hit wall though, went to the wrong player. And it's going to end up there for them coming back into the play. Kicked in forward by Johnson, I think it was. Good work there from de Blasio. Knocked the ball down. Kicked up by Stan Chewy, went back to the goal square. Mr. Reliable's back there, Stevie Rickett. And he takes the mark. He goes short to DeSanto, and he's got the ball back pocket. Lockie Wright's short. Key also short if he wants him, but decides to go further afield. Target's going to be Jared Bryant or Darcy Yields. Over the back it comes. Connor Long fed the ball out. Hutchison got a hand in there. Robertson does well. Traps the ball for Geelong West. Keeps it going back their way. Darcy Yields now jumps on top of Thomas, and the ball has been held in by the both players. And the umpire will come in and take possession. Centre wing. Hollins, and again, the big fella Gregorio. Gregorio gets the ball down only as far as Van Creeken, and it's going to be picked up. Robertson fed the ball out quickly to Sims. Sims, a little kick along the ground, was advantage because it's picked up there by De La Cruz, who goes quickly to the full forward line. Favola's there, but Mr. Reliable over the top again. He's not having a good day, Fev, and he can sense it himself. And he goes wide now, picked up there by Pittman. Pittman goes to the far side of the ground. Wright leads in the race for the ball. Coming the other way, Sam Clark, a long way from goal. Goes round the corner, has Hutchison in space by himself. Had to stop and prop, went back inside. Has a player on the far side or the clubroom side of the ground, and it's Eels. Player further afield is Jared Bryant. Puts it out in space in front of him. Just needs to pick it up. Can run to where he can kick the goal. Steadies himself, props, stops, looks, goes long, and kicks the goal. Good finish, Jared Bryant. His second goal of the afternoon. The 8th goal now for the North Geelong side. They go to 8-8. And they lead Geelong West on 3-6. We've travelled 10 minutes, third quarter at the Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Well, that's why they're the reigning premiers. They've taken it one in from the other in these conditions. Beautiful football all the way.
Unmarked too, Grub, most of them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
Loose man was created and on it went.
But they've just dropped off. They're not working as hard as they were, Western. As soon as you drop off against North, instead of getting beaten by 5 goals, you'll get beat by 10. So they've got to get back on straight away. Because as we spoke about yesterday, percentage is a fair bit in these few sides.
So up they go. Hollians probably gets the most of that. Comes out of ground. Kicked off the ground by Eels. It'll go to the outer side. Pittman gets the ball to ground, but kicked off the ground by Bradshaw, I think it was. He's going to drive it back up to the wing. But leading in the race there was Hutchison. He picks the ball up, goes wide. Heading forward now, looking for the lead of Pittman, but he couldn't bring the ball to ground. And it will be a pack forming. And the umpire says, ball it up. And again, right on that 50-metre arc, outer side of the ground. North Geelong's attacking end here at West Oval. The rain hasn't started falling yet, but you feel it's not far away. Up they go. Pittman does the ruck work. Comes out the back to Sims. He gets the ball away, looking for Kelly. He waited for it. Did well. Got the ball now. Comes away. Comes up out of wing. Looking for an option. Parker is under the ball there for North Geelong, as is de Blasio. He'll come back out the back towards Parker. Gets a kick around his body away, and that will head out over the bike track. I think that's gone into the backyard. Gone in the backyard.
There's a Sunday special over there.
Absolutely. I reckon there's a few footies probably gone in those backyards over the years, and a new footy will be required, one would think.
Well, that might do them the world of good with a new footy out there.
The Water Boys got no interest even in jumping the fence and going and getting a free footy.
It's like being back at Baker's Oval. We used to go at the backyard every time.
The backyards. Oh, hang on, look at that. Look at the boys coming around the outer side here. They're heading for the footy. Yeah, they're going for the free footy. They'll be out.
I'll bet you they're not going to bring it back.
I reckon they'll be out through the front gate and away down the street if it was me. Okay.
Well, if they're going to steal that footy, I just hope there's an Alsatian in that backyard.
He might already have it.
So new footy being delivered. Oh, umpire kicks the footy across the ground.
Keep it off the ground, you idiot!
Umpire kicks probably the worst torp you've ever seen across the ground. He better stick to umpiring. So who's the ball going to end up in the hands of? Is it Sam Kelly, I think?
Well, kick it properly while it's dry.
Play will restart. This is an opportunity for Fev, and that's where he goes. Brought to ground. No, it was Denham, in fact. He brings the ball to ground, but North Geelong have got the numbers here. Comes out the back to Schwedderson, to Parker, put under pressure. Hollians with the ball. He's tackled. De Blasio Takes it now, drives it back up the outer wing side, looking for Pittman. He leads in the race and doesn't take the ball. Went through the hands on the chest. Bit of bad luck with a dry ball there. Can't be picked up. Comes through now. That might be Sims, is it again, coming across the ground looking for De La Cruz, was it? De La Cruz, he slipped off and gave it away. Robertson in there, he's trying to get the ball forward. Sam Kelly trying to get the ball forward. De Blasio comes up with it. Van Creek, and can he get it tapped on? Yes, he can. Comes up, gets it into hand, dry ball, drives it for a bit of a mongrel kick. Well controlled there by Sam Clark with his feet, but didn't get it there. And Donaldson will drive it back out to the outer side of the wing, looking for Sims. He will take it. Goes round, sells a bit of candy, sells an underground handball, goes underneath to Johnson. He can't get the ball away. Still on this outer side wing. Umpire says out of bounds. Ball it in. And we have gone 13 and a half minutes in this third quarter.
The ball now on centre wing. Geelong West yet to score in this quarter. 2 goals to the North Geelong Magpies. So out of the clearance it comes, picked up there and it's gone back. North Geelong kicked the ball into the half-forward line, going across. The mark's taken there by Donaldson. He's been good again back there in defence.
He has, very good.
Kicks to centre wing. Tough kick. Sent Sam Kelly a task, but he's done well. He's taken a mark. I don't know whether he went back behind the mark, but it doesn't matter. He's called play on by the umpire. Kicks into the half-forward line. Luke Malcolm, strong mark there. And in front of de Blasio. So Malcolm with the ball now. Goes out wide, running player. And the mark's been taken there by Johnson. He steps back inside, kicks in long. Target's got to be for Favola. He's too far back. He made a contest, did well there. DeSanto stepped out of the contest, went to Parker. Solid, went one way, then came back inside. Good vision. Van Creeken, he's under pressure now. Just able to get boots a ball through the middle of the ground. Right coming in. He's got some pressure on him. Thomas it is for the Geelong West side. Numbers now with North Geelong players in there. And I'll tell you what, the ball's not going to come out of here in a hurry. And there's plenty of it there. It's wonder they can actually find it. And it's a bit of a scrummage, but it's kicked off the ground there by Jared Bryant towards centre wing. Daniel Key picks the ball up, had it, lost it, went on his left side, handball back towards Van Creeken. Asked him to do a little bit too much, and the ball is now over the boundary line on centre wing and will be thrown back into the field of play.
Good ball work by Wall then. He kept the pressure on him. The ball back in.
What are you taking my job now?
Right in front of the Flowers. I thought you were eating again. Back up the ball goes over the top, comes out. Kelly gets the ball, kicks forward, looking for Favola. Right, takes the ball. Can he pick it up? He does. Pick it up cleanly. Opportunity for his second kick. Kicks the ball long. Back there is Denham. He's one out. He should take the mark. Oh, good work back there by Rickett it was. He finds DeSanto out the back. Kicks around. Oh, there's an opportunity there now for Bradshaw to get plenty of opportunity to get the ball, but the ball's going to beat him. Heads out onto the bike track, out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not contradicting you about him should take the mark, but I can tell you now, no one takes their marks when Steve Rickett's
around, yes.
That. I can promise you that.
He did close quickly.
He's a great player.
So the ball's tucked in and he goes back and it's Sam Kelly who has the ball, goes quickly towards the goal square. De Blasio read that flight of the ball very well. He takes the mark. He changes direction, comes to this side of the ground. We're talking the club room side. Favola there, had to make a contest on Miller, did so, fed the ball over the boundary line.
Oh, he's got one.
He's got a free kick, the big fella.
He missed 3 of them when they were there, and they've given him one when there's not.
So Favola with the ball. Do you reckon he'll pass this one off? Not a chance.
No.
So Favola, a real opportunity. These are the ones you want to see him with the ball in his hand from the boundary line. We're right behind the fly of it here, so he's deep in the pocket. He has got plenty of goals to look at. He's had a kick here at this end of the ground before the game, so he just needs to float the ball in. Oh, he didn't allow for the ball there too well. Actually, I don't even think he scored.
Yeah, he's given him.
I would have given it out of bounds to the full, but we'll give Favola a point for the afternoon. 3 goals, 7 now Geelong West. They trail North Geelong on 8 goals, 8. And it's Parker again who goes quickly and straight down the middle. Donaldson up, didn't take the mark, right at the ground level, picks it up, didn't have a chance to get rid of it. He's tackled, brought to ground, umpire comes in and takes possession.
I'll tell you what, he needs to kick one for Vola because besides everything else, Philpott can't be right.
I know.
So it's an half-back position. The ruckman go at it. Gets down to Luke Malcolm, who quickly kicks the ball on his boot. Goes out wide towards Donaldson. Stayed on his feet. Did well. Goes back towards Favola. In front is Parker. Read the flight of the ball well, Luke Parker.
Give him one behind the ear roll too.
Yeah, probably says, I owe you one, mate. Remember your number. So Luke Parker with the ball.
And I'll tell you what, it won't worry Luke Parker one bit.
Kicks round the boundary line. Nice looking kick. Good accuracy. Hits de Blasio over the top. He plays on now and goes further afield towards centre wing. And it's going to be Pittman. He's taken the ground, but off the ground he goes with the ball. It's the centre half back to position. Vandenham comes across the big fella, uses his size and strength. Handball goes to Donaldson. Good vision, looks back inside, and the mark has been taken by Dan. So Dan now, quick hands, goes what to De La Cruz. De La Cruz, another good kick into the middle, finds White. White has a few players coming past his option. Now he goes straight down the middle again. Player slips over. Luke Parker takes the mark. From defence, we go to attack. That's a beautiful kick, 60 metres down the ground. Pittman doesn't take it. Front of the contest, picked up by Stan Clark. Over the top towards Miller. Steadies, runs towards goal, and Blake Miller kicks the goal. 9-8. North Geelong, they lead Geelong West on 3 goals, 7. We've gone 18.5 minutes, third quarter. The Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Well, that can sap your enthusiasm, can't you? You have all the ball, you're playing your guts out, you're doing everything right, and all of a sudden a class side like North Geelong just take the ball away from you and get a goal just nice and easy as that. I don't know why you would leave Blake Miller sitting out on his own, but they did that, and he kicked a nice goal. I see Alan Moore's just dropped in. I think he's come to give us round-the-ground scores. It's Sunday, Al. We don't have any other games, mate.
He's just left the halftime entertainment.
Andrew, what are you doing next?
Ball back in the middle. So West desperately needs something to turn it around before this slips even further away. Up they go. Miller probably got it, went over the back. White gets a kick out of the middle for Geelong West. Picked up by Wall. Not the greatest of handballs. De La Cruz over the ball. Still keeping his head over the ball. Oh, a clash of players. But they were both Geelong West diving on it. Umpires are going to pull one out here. Says play on. Ball comes out the back. Comes off hands, and it was Eugene Stanisu underneath that. And the umpire says, give it to me and we'll ball it up. Right on the 50-metre arc in front of our commentary position. Gregorio gets just the tap down, comes out the back to De La Cruz. He gets the ball away to Favola. Worked off it by DeSanto. He did well, DeSanto, to work him through that. Pittman, Kane it is, gives the ball then to Rickett. He will go forward. But not the greatest kick from Stevie. And Sims...
No, don't ask for it there, mate. Got to go deeper.
Sims has come up with the ball. Is it Sims? No. I can see the long sleeve jumper. Might be Robertson, is it?
No, Dan.
Is it Dan?
Yep.
Okay. Michael Dan it is then. He will kick from right on 50. Favola gives him a leave, and he's gone for Favola. He's got to control it now. He can't. He's still going on with the ball, Favola. He picks it up, tries to give it away by hand, drops it onto his boot. Oh, and it's come off. No 15, says the umpire. He gets the kick away. That was in the hands of Millen. Comes through hands now. Rickett ripped off the ball. And Parker will say, I'll take it through, and I'll take it through for a minor score.
That was 15, wasn't it?
I thought it might have been. So that was 3 goals, 8-26 now. Geelong West to 8-56 North Geelong, and the ball's already on the wing.
Parker's kick out went 60 metres too with a damn wet ball, whatever it is out there, but he's done well. Ball at centre half forward now. The ruckman, Gregorio, tries to tap it out, but it's key. Goes to right. Right chips that ball up over the top. Good vision, and he found Pittman. Pittman was going to go, but it's time to stop now and go back and take a shot at goal. Sam Clark had put his hand in the air. So Jamie Pittman is going to go back and shoot for his second goal. And the 10th goal for North Geelong. So he's taking plenty of time. Good side for a left footer. Top of the left-hand post. Kicks coming across narrow, and it's going to be a minor score. So Jamie Pittman has 1 goal, 1. North Geelong have 9 goals, 9. They lead Geelong West on 3 goals, 8. 21.5 minutes gone, third quarter to Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Do you reckon Dog would allow it if Washo went up and asked him could they use Luke Parker for their kickouts? Because that's what they need.
Oh, he's a great kick of the footy, isn't he? It's fantastic. Ball's come back in. Sims leads for it all, but it's 2-on-1 contest. Probably not great. Key had the ball. Comes to ground. Can't get it out. Oh, working hard. And there was Clark. He can't get the ball away either. Does now. Diving on it was a Geelong West player. Can't pick his number up in the dirt and the mud. But the umpire says, doesn't matter. I'll have the ball up. About 40 out. Far side of the ground, half forward flank. North Geelong attacking end. Up it goes. Miller, who's done a lot of hard work for North Geelong today. He gets the ball forward. Going back was Vanderham. He can't get the ball away. Uses his body again, though. Picks the ball up. Hard contest. Gets the handball away. Going around the back there was Wall. Ball smothered off foot. Comes to Pittman. He goes off hands. Finds Key. He can't get the ball away. Tackled strongly. Brought to ground. Geelong West now trying to relieve the pressure deep in this back pocket. Kick comes forward. Oh, good work there by the North Geelong player. Picked up. And it's Gregorio leading in the race there now for Geelong West. Right on the boundary line. Umpire will blow the whistle. And again, we'll restart play back at that 50-metre arc. Pretty hard to pick him up out there now, Dale, on the far side of the ground.
Yeah, it can be a bit of mud in the back, doesn't help things out. The ruck contest goes up. Again, it's North Geelong, numbers around it, right, dives on top of the ball. Again, it's fed out. It's Geelong which had it and then lost it. Hardman trying to spin it out of the contest. Again, the ball not travelling too far, but eventually it picked up. The ball is kicked around towards centre wing, and it's going to be the mark. It's Mutt taken there. Matheson goes back, has the ball in front of him. Kicks the ball up now, kicks round the corner, back through the slush, goes back as far as Thomas. Eels is with him. Thomas kept the ball in front of himself. Has done it well so far. Picked the ball up, released it. Good handball out wide. We'll call it a good handball because he found Dan. So Dan now has the time to go over the top. This is what they need to use Football. He's got Wall. He's pointed to the spot, and Football comes out.
That's the kick that he's wanted all
that's
day.
That's exactly right, Dick. Quick, Grubby, I called you Dick then. That's shitty.
You didn't eat that much.
That was a big meal.
Hey?
The big Russian. And it's Brendan Favola now with the chance to kick his first goal. He's 40 metres out or 35 metres out from goal. He'll kick from 40. We can say that this bloke won't have any trouble with the distance. Crowd will go wild if he kicks one.
Oh, I think so.
You would think so. We would hope so. Here he is. Brendan Favola comes in now. Lines up at goal. Nice looking kick off the boot. Said he wouldn't have trouble making distance. He hasn't because Luke Parker takes a mark in the goal square. Too safe there, I think he was, and kicked short. Parker goes out wide and has Pittman. Pittman goes back across goal, went back to Parker, nearly put it through for a point himself. Looking for option, goes over the top, finds Steve Rickett. Rickett runs now and carries the ball and goes towards centre wing. Bryant's up, takes the mark. Uncontested. Numbers with Geelong West further afield. Lockie Wright's there. That's the direction he goes in. That's a great kick.
Oh,
hit a target right on the boundary
line.
line. Yeah, beautiful kick. And Wright now plays on, goes back inside. Has Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons has Key cruising past. Key, a little dab of the kick. Good kick. Mark's taken. Finds Hardman. Comes back out wide. They've used possession pretty well. Running player passes Hollands, but he goes quickly, Swennerson to the goal square. Up in front, Mark not taken, back of the contest. Geelong West have the numbers, they clear the ball, go back outside. Hardman's there, but a good mark by Dan. Dan spins, goes to the quickly, half-forward line. Coming across, Mark is taken there by Denham. He's held on well, got the ball back to Dan. Could continue to run down the field. Goes towards Kelly, has it in front, and a mark has been taken. So Kelly now looks for Favola again. Chance for him here. Going to be 2-on-1. Pittman going back with the flight. Held on to there by DeSanto. He's got away with it, but Wall kicks a goal. So Wall has got the first goal of the third quarter for the Geelong West side. 4-8. They trail North Geelong 9-9. And we have gone 25 and a half minutes, third quarter, the Granny Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Well, I'll tell you what, someone didn't tell me the rule, and the new rule that's in now, which is obviously Bryn just brought in for today, that when you get a bloke like Favola going for a mark, you're actually allowed to grab him, hold him, and pull him back before he gets to the football. Obviously, that's the new rule because that's exactly what happened.
He was not allowed a fair contest, was he?
No, he wasn't then, and I think a couple of times earlier. But I think his demeanour is probably not as bright as it could be either. He's obviously wanting to put on a show, and he couldn't do that. But the good thing about that was the West boys capitalised on the ball hitting the deck, and that's what they've got to do if he can't take the mark.
So back in the middle. Hollians and Gregorio. Hollians back in the ruck again. He will get the tap down. Comes out the back. Darcy Eels has the ball. He'll take the ball out wide looking for Pittman. Pittman running. Will take the ball on his chest right on the 50-metre arc. Bob's up straight away looking for options. Still looking for options. Could be a hard kick from there if he was going for goal, but he's going to send it deep now right to the top of the square. Big pack flies. Reynolds is at the back. He can't capitalise. Comes off ground. Was it Swennerson or Clark?
Yeah, Swennerson.
It was Swennerson. Swennerson will kick his third. And North Geelong answer very, very quickly. They will go to 10 goals, 9-69. Geelong West 4-8-32 on the De Grande Cycling Sport scoreboard. 27 minutes gone.
And again, that's why they're the reigning premiers. That's what they do to a lot of sides. Some sides, when you're playing against them, they get a goal, they get another one, and all of a sudden they get momentum. North Geelong just knocked that on the head straight away. They get a goal, and bang, they get one straight back, and you're back in the same position again. And again, the enthusiasm of that drops a little bit, and North Geelong just steamrolling on. And they're playing as good as they were before they lost them couple, I reckon, North.
So Hollands again back into the ruck work against Gregorio. Middle of the ground. North Geelong continuing to ring the changes. Hollands up over the top. Good tap forward. Picked up there by Thomas. Tried to feed the ball out. Good kick off the ground. Van Creeken grabbed 3 or 4 metres. Sims going the other way, picks the ball up and goes back towards centre wing. Hutchison out the back, knocks the ball down, picked up by Gibbs as the siren sounds to end the third quarter, which will see North Geelong go in 10-9, 69. They will lead Geelong West on 4-8-32. And as I said, goal kickers for the first 3 quarters to date for Geelong West, all singles. De La Cruz, Kelly, Wall and Malcolm.